It's Rubitin Alfonso Tamulon, and today we will demonstrate the palpitation of radial pulse with fingers together with radial Bellarmino. Who is lightly feel it. Do not apply much pressure because if you do, you obstruct the pulse. And never use your thumb when assessing a pulse. We have our patient radial Bellarmino, and we've explained the procedure to him about what we're going to do with counting his pulse rate. When you have your patient, have them either sit down or lay down. Here we have him sitting, and what you want to do is you want to have the elbow bend at least 90 degrees and rest the hand on his thigh, and you will take the two pads of your finger and you will feel in the groove of where his wrist is located where the thumb is. You will feel in the grooves just like I'm doing so. Notice, I'm not using my thumb, I'm using my index and middle finger. And I just have lightly press on where the radial artery is. And I will count its pulsation for 30 seconds.
Magnus Test by Italian Ugo Magnus in 1872. It is a kind of experiment determining the person is either a dead or alive. The procedure is, first, assuming that we have our dead body or a subject, and we have our examiner. The Magnus Test is one of the most reliable tests and consists of tying a ligator or a string tightly around the base of the finger, sufficient to cut off the venous channels without occluding the arteries. In a living person, there is appear a bloodless zone. At the site of the application of the ligator and leave the area distal to the ligator. And in the ligator is applied to the finger of a dead man or a dead body. There is no such change in color.
When heat is applied to the skin, it is dissipated due to conductive heat flow in the tissue in the blood. While heat flow has been studied after applying a single heat exposure, the physiology of repeated exposures to local heat has not been well investigated.
Today, we will demonstrate about the application of heat on the skin. So first, apply heat with an hot butter bottle. Heat should be applied for about 20 to 30 minutes or as long as often as directed. Always put cloth between your skin and the heat pack to prevent burns. Check your skin for color changes or blisters about every 5 minutes. After the observation in 5 minutes, this is the result. The effect of the heat application on the skin, so the decrease in the blood spasm, reduces the pain caused by muscle relaxation, then an increase in tissue metabolism, blood flow increases due to the increased local temperature.
How to get fingerprint impression on dead bodies. When we took the fingerprint of the dead, first his thumb finger on the right side was rolled in the dusting powder. After that, we got the clear tape and put it on so that we could easily get the fingerprint. Then we proceeded with the white paper. I forced them to do the same with all their fingers, taking us left in the right hand, using our clear tape.
Hello everyone, my name is Godwin J. S. Cabanillas. We will help you to demonstrate what is Diaphanous
We
Test.
have a subject, then the examiner. First, we use a torch, a high-intensity light through a fingernail to check for any abnormalities like collection of fluid or air, so that flow of light can be easily seen. Strong source of light is held against hand with finger closed. It appears red and translucent during light. Fingernail test pressure applied to nail bed. During life, it is a red of pressure turns pale and release of pressure again.
Morning, I demonstrate the pressure of the fingernails for the capillary del refill test. For the capillary refill test, apply pressure to the distal volar portion or the nail of the digit until the tissue turns pale. Once the tissues turn to the pale, simply release and count the number of the second it takes for the color to return to normal. One more time. A negative result or a normal result is when color returns to normal in 2 seconds or less. This was a negative or normal result. A positive result would be if it takes more than 2 seconds for color to return normal after the pressure is released. If the client has a positive result, vascular status is impaired and healing will take longer. You will want to avoid thermal modalities and avoid compression techniques for edema.
You should observe the patient for a minimum of 5 minutes to ensure that you perform all necessary steps. First, airway or breathing. Auscultate the lungs for 1 minute. There will be no respiratory efforts and no audible breath sounds. Second, circulation. Palpate for a pulse for 1 minute and auscultate the heart for 1 minute. There will be no palpable central pulse and no audible heart sounds. Make sure you check for any palpable cardiac pacing